Well, good to talk with you again. By the way, this interview makes it official. You are the most interviewed Pixar creator that I've talked to of all
Yeah,
time.
no kidding. We've been on the road for a while on this.
Yes, and we love Epcot. You still love Epcot, I hope.
Absolutely. You kidding? I'm hoping this film really fits right into Epcot. We're lobbying hard with those guys to get this little spot in Epcot.
I remember that was one of the first conversations we had. What's your favorite park? I was like, Epcot. I'm like, no way. I made a prediction many months ago when we first talked about this film. I said, this is going to be so huge. I even told you it was my number one for the year. I want you to know right now that it is still my number one for 2015.
Thank you. That's really cool.
How proud are you of the reception that Inside Out has had?
Oh man, it's amazing. You know, you spend 5 years crafting this story and creating these characters, this world, but that's no guarantee of anything. I mean, it's as much work to work on a bad film as it is one that turns out well, and much less is so well received by people. So I'm just very grateful.
Why do you think this movie's appealed? I mean, all ages have told me. You know, most of the time you see like, oh, my kids love going to see that latest from Disney-Pixar. But this one, adults walked out of the theater and were like, they were crying.
Well, good. I mean, that's why we make it kind of for ourselves, you know, as 40-something-year-old people, you know, that's where we're targeting ourselves. We want to make sure that there's something there. If we're going to spend 5 years working on this, got to have something that's of interest and compelling.
I have to ask you about some rumors that have come out, of course, since the movie was released. Is it true? I love this one. I hope it's true. Harry Styles was the influence for the boyfriend. I see the reaction already.
Yeah, well, my daughter, so not exclusively, but my daughter was really big into One Direction and you know, need I say more?
Because it made sense after I heard that rumor.
Well, it's that sort of hairstyle and the kind of tight pants and things, you know, so yeah, definitely.
We've talked a couple of times, and I don't think I've ever asked you what your favorite Disney classic is.
That's a tough one because there's so many great ones, but I kind of have to go Dumbo. Dumbo's just brilliantly simple, poignant, funny. It's got everything.
Pete, what's it like to continue the Disney tradition of animation?
I can't believe that I get to be a part of it. I mean, I grew up loving these things and still do. I swear, yesterday, Jonas, producer, and I are just nerding out over all sorts of technical details, comparing notes about the directors and the people and all this stuff. And so to think that we're kind of contributing to that, it's just an incredible pleasure.
How many times have you seen Inside Out?
I don't think I could count. I mean, you know, basically that was my job for 5 years, is to watch the movie every day. So I've seen it countless times, thousands. Of course, not finished. I mean, now that it's been done, I'd say, I don't know, 100 maybe?
3 here. Mom still needs to see it, by the way.
Oh, okay, cool.
I was a bad son, didn't get to take her yet. All right, final question for you on this one. Of all the emotions that play out in Inside Out, I want to know which one. This is like calling out your favorite kid, I guess. Man, that's kind of a tough question. But which one is your favorite?
Which my favorite? Well, I'd have to go Joy, probably because she was the most difficult. And so in the end, there's a sense of pride and accomplishment that we pulled her off and made her so appealing. Of course, in part, I'd give credit to Amy Poehler for sure. She was a huge factor in the appeal and of that character. But you know, Albert Lozano, the designer, and everybody, all the animators, it's such a community effort, and that's what makes this whole thing fun, you know, working with beautifully talented people.